Friday. Doing a dual live right now. So I've got my phone here in front of me for Instagram, and I've also got the laptop and the webcam here, which is going to be slightly better quality, I believe, for the Facebook. So subject I want to talk about is, see, Joel Hunus has jumped in. So we're dealing with the emotions of potential clients saying no to signing up. All right. So I want to focus on the emotional side more so than the side of, well, you need to sort your fucking sales process out. I've not come to have a go at you about your processes or your application form that you've got in place. If all of that is nailed, all right, for example, if your business has all of that stuff nailed and it's awesome and it's rocking and rolling, great. People are still going to say no, whether you like it or not. All right. It's not always going to be the perfect scenario and the perfect situation right there and then for them to come and join you as a coach. So there are going to be times when you have to deal with the emotions of somebody not signing up, right? And the reason why we're all coaches and trainers in the first place is because we do have a degree of emotional investment in getting somebody a result, because we give a shit about them, right? That's why we've invited them to come in and meet us and spend time with us and talk through their problems and share all of that stuff. So how do we deal with the emotions of somebody turning around and saying no? All right, so let's talk about the importance, first of all, of why we need to have the emotional resilience. If you don't, and people are saying, you know, if you've got a thriving business, for example, or you've at least got a steady flow of inquiries and people coming in for consultations, then you're going to have to deal with this one quite a lot. But the chances are, if you're not able to deal with that little bit of, it's almost like rejection inside of your business, then you're probably struggling with it in other areas of your life as well. The best thing you can do in this scenario is take exactly what happened, analyze it, and learn from it as quickly as fucking possible. And Rich Angel's here. All right. Oh, we've got a few green things popping up on the side. Andrew Berry, Mike Howarth, Rich Angel, Johnny Collins, Kat Hamolka, Jack Ersan, Jane Finn. Oh, good to see you all. Lovely to see you all. Merry fucking Christmas. And for those, I can't see anybody live on Instagram right now, which is cool. I've got the dual thing. I had the rejection of a friend request. Damn. I don't know if that's a joke or not. Not entirely sure, Mike. Did I reject your friend request? Not entirely sure. So, what do we do? What exactly do we do? So, if someone comes in to see you about your coaching and they say, now's not the right time, can't do this, and that, and the other, and there is no way in order to show that person, hey, here's the light and here's what we can do together and here's why a good time is now for you, but it just isn't going to work. You are going to be emotionally attached to that outcome. Come what may, whether you like to admit it or not, okay? So you've got to take that situation. Here's what's happened. Excuse me, because I'm having a little bit of coffee. Here's what's happened. What can we learn from that? What do I need to do better next time? How can I communicate better? How can I lead these people through this particular process in a cleaner fashion? How can I perhaps whittle out some of these reasons why they don't want to join? All right. It just brings you closer to a better result next time. It's really that simple. It's like when you're coaching a client, right? And maybe the first time they try to do, a clean and jerk, it's probably going to look pretty shit, particularly if they've not got a weightlifting background, right? Or the first time they try a deadlift and they're banging their knees and they're scraping it all over the place. It looks like some sort of drunk twerking action that they've got going on. Might be the same thing for you, right? The first time you get rejected, or the first time you realize you're getting rejected by a client, you're probably going to be pretty hung up about it. But guess what? There are people out there still waiting for your help, right? They're waiting for your coaching. So we need to be able to spin this one on its head, not spend a massive period of time, like a day, 2 days, 3 days or more, being upset about that situation. Otherwise, it's going to leak out into other areas of your life and your current clients, other potential clients that come your way are also going to experience that level of energy that you're putting out as well, which isn't good. All right. You need to be back to your bouncy, friendly, energetic self rather than someone that is dwelling on one person that has said no. The other reason is, so if you maintain that level of emotion and that level of energy, you're very unlikely to ever be able to pull that person back in again, because they're probably going to have at this point a fairly negative experience. If at the point of them saying no, you've totally switched off, checked out emotionally, got really upset about the whole ordeal, guess what? Your whole business does not rely upon that single person. All right, so that's another reason to become, I'm not going to say detached from your emotions, not whatsoever, but get a little bit more logical about things. Yeah, get upset about it, but just as quickly as possible, grab a hold of that feeling and go, yeah, I'm gutted because I could have helped that person. However, here's what I've learned from the situation, and here's what I can do better next time. Okay? All right, let's see what people are saying. You don't even remember. Heartbroken. Mike, I'm going to have to check after this live video, buddy. You're making me look like some sort of criminal. I feel like I've been hung out here. I'm going to have to check what I can't even remember. Amy Lou Kenyon, Greg Fearon. I mean, who else? If anybody's live now, you know, where you've had a no, or someone said yes, and then they've come back the next day and they've said no, and they can't do it, and you've not found a way to resolve that. Who else has been upset, you know, by that because you've been so emotionally involved with that person's outcome? Who else? You know, put your hand up. Let me know in the comments. I know I have. Oh, I've got Ryan Harding on the Instagram live. Ryan Harding, ex-Royal Marine. Don't know whether you've got lots of emotions, me old chum. He's waving. Who else has got emotionally attached to the outcome and then got a bit upset, you know, when someone said no? Amy Lou Kenyon, there's always more. Absolutely. Of course there is. But I can guarantee Amy Lou's been upset before about someone, you know, saying no or not being the right time. I can guarantee it because she's an emotional being just like myself. Anybody else? Mike saying, I've just actually had a no, so that is helpful. Well, it was about 1 hour ago. In the past, it would have bothered me, but now I just wished he would have got my help. Exactly, because that's the kicker, right? That's the kicker. That's why you want to be a trainer and why you want to be a coach, is because you know you can help these people. You know you can do something good for them. However, don't allow that situation and them saying no to affect you to the point of where you become more invested than they are. All right. So let me say that again. Don't take it to the point of where you are more invested in their change than they are, because that's the key critical spinning point. That's the pivot point, right? Because if you've got more in it than they have, then they're going to walk away from the situation going, whoo, and you're going to be sat in the corner crying into your cornflakes, obviously gluten-free with almond milk. Anybody else? Amy Lou, just saying so many times, you get skilled at managing it though. Your energy is your currency. Exactly. So, and I think this is part of the journey as well of being a coach. I think a lot of us come out of the gates pretty hot, like, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to get all of your pants down. I'm going to help you with those rashes, all right, or whatever it is that you help people with. And then that energy soon dwindles when we realize we're not quite getting people the help that they need and that they require. And we start getting these string of no's, and then you're like, feel a bit down about it, feel a bit rubbish, right? Feel a bit rubbish about it. So yeah, managing your energy is super important. So yeah, thank you for bringing that on up. Josh Cheatham, hey, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. And I know this would be a good one for you to pipe in on as well. So we're talking about people dealing with their emotions, you know, when people say no to their coaching, even if you've got a great process in place. You know, we're all coaches because, you know, we love people and we like getting people results. But eventually, somewhere down the line, people are going to say no, or they're going to give you a little bit of rejection. So we're just talking about dealing with the emotions of that. And Josh is very good at stuff like this. So if you've not checked his channel out, go and check out what Josh does as well. Andy Murray, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, I think that's all we need to say on this particular subject. No one else is chiming in right now. So I'm going to put the Instagram down. I'm going to put the Facebook down. But thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you all in the next one. Get rid of you first. And then we'll get rid of the Facebook one. Boop, boop.